What's poppin'? Here for everyone's favorite time of the week, Draft League Day. Week 2, gonna be taking on my boy Haydunn. I'm excited for this match because we've not yet up until this point faced each other, and I'm trying to see what heat he's gonna bring. I, of course, am not holding back on any of the heat, as you can kind of see from this first mon here. Is a really fun set. But let's talk about the team that Haydunn has. He has Darkrai, Galarian Slowking, Gliscor, and a bunch of other mons. Very, very strong. And yeah, with his 2 Tera captains in Jolteon and Beartic, those are 2 really good Tera captains. Jolteon has a reputation of being one of the top tier, lower tier Tera captains that you could run. And Beartic is, I mean, we saw what it did last season. That mon is a demon. Tera Ice, Icicle Spears, and all kinds of stuff like that. It's very, very good with Chilly Reception from Galarian Slowking. It's extremely powerful. Gotta watch out for that. And I think I'm more scared of Beartic than Jolteon, to be honest. With my team in particular, it's very good. He has other great mons like Hisui and Gudra, which I've used last season. That mon is fantastic. Superior is a great mon as well. Even without Tera, that mon can just click Glare spam or Leaf Storm spam or whatever. And then, yeah, Gyarados, Sylveon, good mons. He also has like Furret, which, yeah, Furret is Furret. If he brings that and somehow beats me with a Furret, I will retire. Hitmontop is my favorite Hitmon. I think that mon is great for what it can do with Rapid Spin and stuff like that. But yeah, anyways, I've talked about his team enough. Let's talk about our team. Let's talk about my team here. Now, I brought Payapa Berry Fezandipiti with Thief. Technician 4 attacks. This is a Technician attacking set, and I think this is a really cool way to run Fezandipiti, especially for a team like this that has mons that are weak to pretty much all of these moves. And so here's what I'm thinking, right? Poison Jab, I mean, there's Technician boosted Poison Fang. I guess it's not as strong as Poison Jab. None of the Technician moves for Poison are on the physical side are as strong as Poison Jab, so I'm running this. Icy Wind is a 2-hit KO, even with minus special attack, 0 investment in special attack. It's a 2-hit KO on Gliscor. That's wonderful. Double Kick can do a lot of damage to Darkrai. It also 2-hit KOs Hisui and Gudra, which is really cool with Double Kick. And Thief. I'm running Payapa Berry Thief. So the way that he can break Fezandipiti with Darkrai is going for a Psychic attack. We could sponge that and Thief and steal an item or just Double Kick. But also it's great for Galarian Slowking because the only way that mon can do a lot of damage to us is with Psychic attacks. And we can Thief for super effective damage and steal his item. This is also useful if we already pop our berry or whatever and he goes Gliscor. We can also Thief the Toxic Orb. That's pretty cool too. I've had that happen in test battles as well. So I find a lot of application for the set here. I'm running enough speed to outrun Gliscor because that mon can be run offensively with Swords Dance, and I want to make sure that I'm faster than it so I can check it with Icy Wind and lower its speed potentially. So yeah, Fezandipiti, actually in fact the first 3 mons that I'm bringing are in their debut like featuring phase for this season. Week 2 is the first time I'm bringing them. So yeah, Fezandipiti, Flygon, and Kleavor. I don't think I brought Kleavor yet. So Flygon is a mon that I think can do really well for this matchup with Tera Steel, Dragon Dance, and Lumberry. So Tera Steel with Levitate ensures that we can pretty safely set up on Gliscor unless he's running coverage like Brick Break. But if he's running Brick Break and he has to run Acrobatics or he has to run Fling with Toxic Orb, Acrobatics, Brick Break, and Earthquake, I think is one set that I face up against. You know, he has less room for coverage or for other move options like Swords Dance, for example. So I do think that yeah, this hit in particular covers a lot. Thunder Punch is great for Gyarados, Earthquake for pretty much everything else, and yeah, enough speed to outrun something. I forgot. This was I think I had this for. Well, this clearly outruns Gyarados. This clearly outruns. Oh, I think it's, oh yeah, 292 is a speed tier that at +1 outruns Slush Rush Beartic. Outruns Beartic in the snow after 1 Dragon Dance. That's the benchmark speed for this. So that's what I think is most useful. That allows me to run Adamant Nature as well for more power. Kleavor, Choice Scarf. I think this mon is really good versus him because Choice Scarf Kleavor can outrun +1 Dragon Dance Gyarados. It can outrun Darkrai. It can outrun, with the same benchmark, it can outrun the Beartic in snow. You can outrun Superior, a bunch of stuff like that. Very, very useful mon. I'm running Brick Break because of potential dual screens if he wants to bring that, and Defog for potential hazards like Toxic Spike. So not really Toxic Spike actually because I Fezandipiti, but yeah, just like Stealth Rock spikes and stuff like that, because Gliscor has access to a lot of hazards. So if he wants to hazard stack versus me, I have a way to remove them. We have Raging Bolts, nice Chinese EV spread here, you already know. This mon is fantastic for what it can do because it just sponges hits. Like, AV Raging Bolt is literally like the most fun bulky mon that just clicks and does damage that I've used. I was thinking about the work that it put in week 1, and it was just so much fun to just sit there and click buttons and sponge hits. Like, this mon is so good at that, and I love that about this Pokemon, just being able to have that kind of versatility in its defenses and just sponging capabilities and offensive capabilities at the same time is great. I should also mention I have Heavy Slam, just because Jolteon can Tera Fairy, right? So it could have the electric immunity from its ability, dragon immunity from its Tera. So I have Heavy Slam, which is an easy 2-hit KO on that mon. Still makes this Pokemon a good answer to Jolteon. And also, it's great, I guess, for Sylveon too, just to do some damage to it at least. So that's nice. Annihilate is there for being bulky and just sponging hits, bulking up, Rage Fisting and stuff like that. Ice Punch is there for Gliscor, but with this specific EV spread, I'm actually able to survive a Beartic's Tera Ice Icicle Spear at after, like, if it's like bulk up or whatever, or Swords Dance. I think I can pretty much live because of Citrus Berry being able to restore my health as the chip is going down. And yeah, I'm running Inner Focus for this week because of potential Dark Pulse flinch, Icicle Crash flinch, stuff like that. And I also don't think he's gonna bring Intimidate because of, like, for example, Intimidate on Gyarados and Hitmontop. I don't think he's gonna bring either because of my potential Defiant or competitive on Empoleon. So I'm running Inner Focus, which is also immune to Intimidate anyway, so that's fine. But we're not gonna be punching Gyarados as much if it's Intimidate, but I do think it's gonna be Moxie if he decides to bring it. I think this mon's great for what it can do. And then finally Farigiraf, which is, you know, just like one giraffe here with the AV, we had to have another one. So we have Chinese AV Farigiraf. This mon is going to be great for sponging mons. Look at this defensive EV spread here. Very nice for the Tera Beartic, and having Tera Water is great, but I think I'm going to save my Tera. I set it for Water just in case. If Beartic gets out of hand, I need a resistance. I have Tera Water. I'm going to try to Tera Flygon, but I still have the option just in case I need to. But this mon is probably not going to be Terraing this week. But I do have it for Sap Sipper, for Superior, which is, you know, annoying with Leech Seed and stuff like that too. So good immunity, and a mix set with Body Slam, Psychic Noise, Earthquake, and Iron Head. And Body Slam is just good damage in general. Psychic Noise can prevent healing from mons like Sylveon, Gliscor, Slowking, etc. And Earthquake is there for the Hisuian Gudra, Iron Head to do more damage to Sylveon and other such Pokemon, especially after we paralyze them with Body Slam potentially. And yeah, that's gonna be the squad. So hopefully our week 2 game goes well. I'm gonna be playing Haydunn shortly, so that should be fun. I'm excited for that game. And yeah, like I said, first time playing him. I think I've helped him out before for his other draft, and I've been I think we did a video on his channel at some point in time too, a couple times maybe. But yeah, first time playing him. So on opposing sides, on opposite sides of the field this time. Let's see what happens, and without further ado, I shall cue into the game when it begins. Okay, week 2 is here, and we're taking on my boy Haydunn. I don't think I've ever faced him in draft before, even though we've been friends since like 2016, so this is definitely one game I've been excited for. To take on a king of Wi-Fi battles. Should be an interesting one to see what kind of heat he's bringing to this match. Now, if you're not yet subscribed to my channel, please take a moment to make sure you are subscribed to me. Trying my best to get to 100k, and I can't do it without y'all, so it didn't mean a lot. And it's free heat content, so nothing better than that. Now, it does seem like he's just about ready, so let's go ahead and search. Curious to see what he brings to this matchup. I, of course, have the team from the Team Builder, if y'all saw that, so some heat sets on our side, and I'm sure he's also bringing the fire as well. Now, he's got the Gliscor, Darkrai, Jolteon, Galarian Slowking, Gyarados, and Hitmontop. Ooh, interesting. Okay, so at a first glance, what did he not bring that I was also kind of expecting? No Hisuian Gudra, that's pretty good. Not that mon on his team. And also no Beartic. Oh, that's good. I actually was having some trouble with Beartics while testing, so yeah, that mon not being there is interesting as well. So Terra Captain Jolteon is what he opted for. And I mean, Jolteon's a good mon for sure, but I was not having anywhere near as much trouble with that mon as I did with Beartic, so Tera Beartic is always a threat. So I'm going to lead with my Cleavor, as I have been leading in all of my test games. Choice Scarf Cleavor is great because it gets up Stealth Rocks pretty easily versus many of the members of his team. Fast U-turns versus mons like Darkrai and stuff like that. And it's pretty great. So I think the goal going into this matchup is if I can somehow... I gotta like weaken everything. I think Gliscor is another annoying Pokemon that I was facing with this matchup, so I definitely want to get rid of that as soon as possible. But he decides to challenge me. This may or may not be his first mistake. Could be ours, we'll find out. And he leads Gyarados. Oh shoot, okay, that's well, that's interesting. So because I'm Choice Scarf, even though I'm intimidated, and he actually brought Intimidate, which is crazy versus like a Defiant Annihilate team or competitive Empoleon if I brought that. Intimidate's actually wild to bring. He's gonna switch out of my Stone Axe here. Yeah, like even if he wants to Dragon Dance up versus me, I still 2-hit KO Gyarados anyways. Because I'm Scarfed and faster than +1 Gyarados. Ooh, we got a crit. I was like wondering why did I do so much damage at -1? So we got Stealth Rocks up. That's a pretty good start for us. What item is he? Rocky Helmet? Yeah, so I think we can go into Annihilate to try to spin block. Annihilate spin block here seems like the play we can make. I have run into Aerial Ace variants while testing, so I am EV to sponge those as well. If it is like an Aerial Ace Hitmontop or any kind of coverage versus my Annihilate, it's always an easy answer to Hitmontop. So he actually makes a double. Interesting. Very interesting. Goes into Gliscor. It's a good double, I guess. No Toxic Orb. That's cool. Maybe Yachi, I'm not sure. It could be Yachi Acrobatics, but I still want to weaken this mon as much as possible. He Agility's up. Okay. Even an Acrobatics won't knock me out from after Agility. Unless he's Weakness Policy. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. Unless he's Weakness Policy. I didn't think of that. Oh, no. Okay, I gotta think about this. Oh, no. Wait. If he's like attack invested, my Annihilate just dies here. Oh, no. Wait. Do I lose to this thing? No, I don't lose, right? Look at this mon have. I mean, okay, Tera Steel, Flygon. I don't know if it's Tera Steel. Tera Blast might knock it out. But then if he's predicting a Tera, I ran into some Brick Break variants while testing. Oh shoot. +2 attack, +2 speed. He definitely has Acrobatics. On a set like this, he has to, right? I guess, do I have to sack Annihilate? I don't know. Yeah, he definitely has Acrobatics. I knew it. Critical hit, I don't think it matters. Unless he was like no attack. But if he was like attack invested. Oh shoot. Let me think about this. Trying to run through the calculations here. Okay, so there might be a way out of this. I EV'd some mons to take on Tera Ice Beartic. Annihilate was one of them, but obviously it dies to Gliscor. But then I have Farigiraf. My Farigiraf has a nice Chinese EV spread, very bulky. And it does seem like, from the calculations, it does survive Earthquake. It does survive Acrobatics. And I think that's the play. I believe Psychic Noise also should knock this mon out because of how offensive it is. This is not a specially defensive Gliscor, so Psychic Noise should, in theory, take it out. And let's pray that we can still stay in this game. If we survive this and we knock it out, it's not over then, I guess. Gotta pray. No hacks, please. No more crits. Okay, survival. Can we knock out this threat? Can we? Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Gliscor, more like, I don't know, Piss Score. Stupid mon. Okay, we're still in this. My heart was literally racing. My survival instincts kicked in. Adrenaline pumping, trying to find a way out. And I guess we did. I mean, we lose an Annihilate. Like, I could play this game without Annihilate, maybe. It's going to be tougher, but we'll see what happens. I didn't feel like sacking anything else because I feel like every other member is essential right now for the team. But we are still in this. Oh, man, that was... Ooh, that was stressful. Just seeing the weakness policy activate right in front of me after agility was stressful. And it's not like I could have switched out to anything else, right? I don't think I could have switched out to anything else at all. Wow. Okay, so yeah, that was scary. That was definitely scary. Because my thought process was that I would just weaken Gliscor for Fezandipiti, Icy Wind, and be good, right? But yeah, that mon was scary. Okay, now Jolteon's in, so it probably picks me off here. Depending on the set, if it's like choice specs, it probably picks me off. I'm not sure though. Looks kind of close. I could sack here, I guess. I could just sack and then go into Cleavor again and start pressuring. Ooh! Oh, survival. Nice. Farigiraf, you're awesome. You're fantastic. Just a little taste of Chinese EV spreads for you all. You know, it's wonderful to see how the EVs are so nice. Goes into Gyarados, okay. It is heavy duty boots confirmed. Do I get a body slam para? Unfortunately not. But at this point in time, I mean, we know it's Intimidate. It's not Moxie or anything like that, so yeah, I think Farigiraf, you've done a great job. You've saved this game. I could probably, after sacking Farigiraf, go into maybe Cleavor, or I could also go into Flygon and start setting up myself. Oh, sub. Okay, well, that's interesting. So, if it's sub DD, he can't Dragon Dance now because I go through his sub with Psychic Noise. If he's like Rest Talk or something, not gonna work either. He just Waterfalls, knocks me out. Okay, cool. So, yeah, we got to weaken Gyarados a bit more. However, the sub is still intact. And I think, okay, here's what I'm thinking. We could go Raging Bolt. Volt Switch out. We'll survive an Earthquake. We'll sponge it. And probably still have enough for that Jolteon, based on my EV spread. So, I think, yeah, Raging Bolt here. Let's go for the Volt Switch to break this thing sub, and then either Cleavor or Flygon right after. So he does have Earthquake, as I expected. I knew it was going to be some kind of a Waterfall Earthquake set. Sub DD is cool, though, for this mon. It's cool to see Gyarados in draft. I haven't seen Gyarados in draft in a minute, because nobody drafts that mon. Or at least from what I faced, so always a classic to see Gyarados. Now, I think Cleavor is a solid option, but because this mon is Intimidate, and because this mon is not set up yet, I also feel like Flygon is a great option to try to give us setup potential. Or I could just Thunder Punch immediately. If he's afraid of me setting up, he might be more inclined to stay in. Because if I go into Cleavor, he goes Hitmontop anyways, right? So I think Flygon applies the most pressure here. Flygon definitely applies the most pressure. I don't think he'd switch. Not now, right? I don't think he'd switch now, of all times. Because I'm really tempted to Dragon Dance. But I'm also tempted to just straight up Thunder Punch. Just to pick this thing off, in case he is trying to sack this mon like I was sacking Farigiraf. I'd be surprised if he... Well, I guess he could switch into Hitmontop. I need to like, I don't know. I kind of wish I still had my Annihilate, but that Gliscor was so good. Hard Jolteon on my Thunder Punch? That's crazy. That is actually a wild play. To go hard Jolteon on Flygon. I could have Dragon Dance up. I literally could have Dragon Dance up, which I'm gonna do right now. Tera Steel as well, because I know this mon could be Tera. It could be Tera Electric, Fairy, or Grass, and I think it's gonna be Fairy, so I'm going to Tera here in case of potential Tera Fairy move. It does get Alluring Voice, I believe, so if it is Tera Fairy, it probably has that over Tera Blast. And it is Tera Fairy. So we made a good Tera Steel play here, but let's see what happens. Okay, looking good, looking good. 2 Teras at the same time. Except my Tera is looking a little better right now than his Tera. Goes to the Alluring Voice. Perfect. It's not going to confuse me or anything or do anything like that because I have not set up Dragon Dance prior to him going for that move. And I have a Lumberry anyway, so it's all good. Oh no, don't tell me, wait. No, don't tell me this is Mirror Herb. Oh, come on. Yo, come on. Bro's bringing out the heat. Bro's bringing out the heat to this match with the Weakness Policy Gliscor and the Mirror Herb Jolteon. Now he gets another attack off on me. After I've Terra'd? Oh, no. But I don't think he knocks me out with Thunderbolt. I don't think he knocks me out with Thunderbolt. Not with this set. So it's, yeah. Oh, wow. That is something. Something else. Yeah, okay. So we survive and we knock out Jolteon. So Jolteon being gone is great. We knock out his Terra Captain. Ah. Yo, he's finding ways to just he's finding ways to just instill panic into me. That's crazy. Yeah, like we just got out of that whole Gliscor scenario, and now, you know, Mirror Herb Jolteon. I don't know what else he's got now. I don't know what that Darkrai is. That Darkrai, he's keeping it in the back. He's not brought out yet, so still got to worry about Darkrai. He brings in Hitmontop. Now I got to start making some plays because he probably has Mach Punch and I'm going to get knocked out. So I'm going to go into Fezandipiti here and try to make some aggressive plays or something. I'm going to see what I can do. He better Mach Punch. Yeah, he does. Not very effective. That's fine. Gets a crit. All right, it's fine. I don't need any of that right now. I'm doubling back into Flygon. Predicting Galarian Slowking probably is his answer for Fezandipiti. Even though I have Thief and stuff like that right now, I want to at least weaken some more stuff first before I show off what my Fezandipiti set is. Yeah, he does switch out. Who does he go into? Brainwash. That does sound like a... Yep, it is a Galarian Slowking. Nice. Made that call perfectly. Now that I'm being a little aggressive, let me fire off a little Earthquake here. Let me fire off a little Earthquake. I wonder if he stays in. I also want to figure out how bulky this thing is. He stays in. Ooh. I survived. So that thing is very Fizz-Def because I am Adamant Nature on my Flygon. And actually hits a Focus Blast of all things. He really just went for the Focus Blast. And hit it. It's pretty insane. So now the question is, who do I want to go into? So I have a couple options. I don't know if my Raging Bolt's Volt Switch knocks this out from the range it's at. I guess, or Dragon Pulse. I don't know if Dragon Pulse or Discharge or anything like that knocks it out from this range, because I know Slowking is bulky. I know that... Yeah, I don't know. It's all about how he's EV'd it and rolls. I don't want him to get a free slack off or anything like that. I could go into Cleavor and potentially U-turn out. That would invite in Gyarados. I could go Fezandipiti. I could knock that out, and then he would have... And then he would go back into Slowking. not Darkrai. He would go into Slowking, and then I could Thief. I'm trying to figure out a pattern here. And then I would have Kleavor. Okay, so I go to this, I U-turn. If he sacks here, that's great. If he doesn't, he goes either Hitmontop or Gyarados. I would go Fezandipiti. I would then proceed to clicking Poison Jab into Thieves to knock some Mons out. Yeah, I think U-turn is the play right now. U-turn does knock this out from the range it's at. And he does save this Mon. So does he go into Gyarados or Hitmontop like I imagine? He goes, that's the Gyarados, right? So he goes Gyarados. I switch out. I go into probably Fezandipiti, which is faster. Okay, a little chip on this. Perfect, perfect. Very good. So let's bring in Fezandipiti. Like, he does have more Mons than me right now, but they're all, like, weakened. Or some of them are. Many of them are. Let's go ahead and... I'm not gonna show Thief yet. I'm gonna Poison Jab. I'll show Thief when it's time for, trying to beat the Slowking. So now I imagine he goes into Slowking here. He's not gonna go Darkrai, he's not gonna go Hitmontop. So, this is a position that is good, that I wanted to be in, because I wanted it to show off Fezandipiti. And now we get to do just that. We get to show off Fezandipiti here, potentially. Unless Darkrai is some crazy set. I don't know what Darkrai could be, though. I'm hoping it's not... I don't know what it could be. I don't know what it could be. It could be, like Nasty Plot or something, or... Choice Specs. Hopefully not Scarfed. Go Slowking here. Nice. Okay, so I have my berry. I have my Psychic Resist berry. I'm gonna Thief here. Let's see how much Technician Thief does. Nice chip. Okay, that's not a bad chip. Goes for the Psyshock. Okay, we eat up the berry. Nice. Ooh, and we get to steal an item now. Ooh. Okay, I like that. We get to steal an item. I can steal his Black Sludge with this. And I am Poison type, of course, so I'll be able to use that efficiently. I'll be able to just take that and get a little chip health back and... Okay, that's cool. Nice Thief Fezandipiti putting in the work. It actually worked. The whole berry strat plus Thief. It actually worked. Nice. So yeah, I mean, if he switches out into Darkrai, I steal his item. If he switches out into Hitmontop, I steal the Rocky Helmet. Probably worse off for him. And he sacks. Ooh, Fezandipiti beating Slowking. Let's go. Go ahead and steal that Black Sludge. You deserve it. You deserve a little HP back. Yep, stole the Black Sludge. And heal. Nice. Cool, so he's got 2 Mons left. Darkrai and Hitmontop. Darkrai and Hitmontop. It's probably going to be... Well, he saw 2 physical attacks, right? So maybe he goes Hitmontop here. So I could just Poison Jab a couple times. I'm pretty sure... Yeah, like Hitmontop is a threat, kind of, depending on what it has. But I believe that Kleavor should win this game in theory, depending on the Darkrai set. It does take Rock, so it's not Boots. We don't see an item, so we don't know what item it is. I probably... Okay, so my play... I have to keep 2 Mons alive. Which 2 Mons do I want to keep alive? I definitely want to keep Raging Bolt. I want to keep Kleavor 100%. Is it either... Do I keep Raging Bolt or do I keep Fezandipiti? I think Raging Bolt is good for the potential priority Thunderclap versus... versus some Mons. I think I could sack this and double kick. So it is Psyshock. I expected that. Every Darkrai I faced had Psyshock. Okay. I think it's Cleavor time. I'm just hoping I don't regret sacking Fezandipiti because, you know, it's a good Hitmontop answer, but I feel like I'm okay. So if I U-turn here, his best play switches out. He does switch out into Hitmontop. It's gonna take rocks, and I unfortunately do take Helmet Chip. I'm just gonna pray that's not a Scarf Darkrai. I'm just gonna pray it's not a Scarf Darkrai, because if it is a Scarf Darkrai, that could be scary for the late game. That could very well be scary. So my play is to just Dragon Pulse here, I believe is what I gotta do. Mach Punch, okay, cool. Yeah, because if I couldn't Thunderclap, Mach Punch would probably out-prioritize it if he's faster. That was a Technician boosted Mach Punch, right? I believe. I didn't see Intimidate, so I assume Technician, so that's fine. And last Pokemon is going to be Darkrai, where I think we have to... Oh, I don't know what set you are. I think we have to Thunderclap here. I think we have to Thunderclap and pray. Okay. Good damage. Dark Pulse. Oh! Yo, Chinese Eevee spread. Yo, that Chinese Eevee spread comes through. Yo, we lived on 8 HP. Yo, this one took an Earthquake into a Mach Punch into a Dark Pulse from Darkrai. That is gonna be GG, it's Emvee. It's crazy how, I don't know, it felt like everything went right for Haydunn, but we still ended up winning. Thanks to the power of Chinese Eevee spreads. Oh, wow. Like, it doesn't even matter how bad a matchup is or how great the opponent's sets are if you have Chinese Eevee spreads to withstand them. And that's why I always advocate for these intricate forms of bulk investment into your Pokemon. This game is a perfect example of how it came in clutch. And I'm so happy that, you know, the team put in the work. Definitely check out my boy Haydunn. He's a good friend of mine and always drops fire content. So I'll be curious to see the game from his side. But that's 2 wins in a row. And I'm feeling pretty good about the team so far. Honestly, I'm glad that I got to show off Fezandipiti to do some fun stuff for this one. I know people were curious to see me use Fezandipiti, and it hasn't, you know, developed the greatest reputation in drafts, so it needs someone like me to try to unlock his potential, and that's what I'm here to do. Anyways, thank you all for watching. Hope you all enjoyed this game. This was a roller coaster of a game, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more Heat content. It'd be much appreciated. Peace.